Well done, beautiful people. Welcome to yet another video. I know you guys are definitely not feeling good. I know I'm not feeling good. I mean, how are we not able to beat a 10-man Burnley team when we are 1 goal up? How are we not able to beat this team? I know I said that Burnley will be wanting to come into this game to prove a point. We are at home. We will be conceding goals, but then again, I do not expect this game to end up in a draw. Honestly speaking, this is honestly a very bad result. Yes, it's a draw, but it almost felt like a loss. We could have done so much better. And for how long will we be depending on Cole Palmer? Cole Palmer can only do so much, and he will be shining. If Cole Palmer was not in Chelsea, I wonder where we would have been by now. Where would we have been if Cole Palmer was not giving us the goals that he's been giving us? He's been doing so well. He's been doing so good, and you'd think that Chelsea would be doing so well, but that's not the case. And Cole Palmer can only do so much. We cannot always be depending on Cole Palmer. So this will be my review. Of course, we are in match week game 30, and the Premier League is almost coming to an end, and I am a bit sad about it. But then again, I just want this season to be over. As a Chelsea fan, it is just. But then again, there are some games that happened over the weekend that gave me a bit of joy that we are not alone. Then again, in terms of the top four, battle is on with the game today. The biggest game will be Man City versus Arsenal. I'm excited to see how that one goes. I'll be going through some of the games that happened over the weekend, and of course what happened in the game against Burnley in Chelsea. So if you're new to the channel, please like the video, share it with your family and friends. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the post notification bell. You'll be notified every time I upload a video. Now let's jump right into it. A very bumming result. I mean, 10 men. You think that Chelsea will take advantage of this? This is how teams win, and this is what I said about Chelsea. We need to be consistent, and clearly this is an issue for us. Consistency and Chelsea just do not go the same way. We just can't walk the same paths. It's just unfortunate. It's just so sad. In terms of the starting 11, of course, it was very interesting to see who who the coach decided to go with. Of course, he mentioned that people are coming back from the international break. Some of them would have been tired. I did not expect some of them to start. For example, Ben Chilwell, he did not even start. He did not come in as a substitution. It was very interesting to see the starting 11. Now, I got, I think, 9 out of 10, 9 out of 11. I got 9 out of 11, and I did pretty well. In terms of my score prediction, I was way off. Yes, I got a bit of it. So I'd give myself perhaps 8 out of 10. So in terms of my starting 11, this is who Port decided to go with. We had a 4-2-3-1 formation. We had Petrovic in goal, just as I predicted. We had Gusto Di Sassi, Badiashile, and Cucurella. Now this is where I thought Thiago Silva would start. You know, I mentioned Thiago Silva has been snubbed, and I knew I was not the only person who noticed the rehabilitation program issue. And Richard Report Football did a cartoon about this, and I love their cartoons because their cartoons are just sports on. They're so funny. There's no better way to enjoy sports than Bleacher Report. There's no better way to enjoy sports than watching their cartoons. They make my day. And I knew I was not the only person who noticed the rehabilitation program issue. And yes, now that it has been reported, I guess we're a major sports company, perhaps people will take notice. But this rehab thing is very suspicious. It's very suspicious. And in terms of the rehab, yes, some players are currently in rehab, and you'd notice that once a player has a scuffle with the coach, for instance, Thiago Silva, or for instance, if some of our players, i.e. Lavia, he went into rehab, and all of a sudden he's not going to be available for the rest of the season. Now, it has also been speculated that there's going to be a possibility that Reece James might also not be available for the rest of the season. He has been in rehab throughout. This rehab thing has to be investigated. Something is going on with this rehab thing. It's a PR stunt. It's a PR stunt. I called it from the beginning. I am calling it now. It's a PR stunt. It just does not add up. So in terms of this game, very, very, very underwhelming results. We could have done way better. So as I said, in terms of the back four, Thiago Silva again snubbed. Now Badiashile comes in this game. You'd think that because, you know, based on the games that he has not played, based on form, that Thiago Silva would start this game. But hey, then again, he's old. Burnley was a strong team. They have young players, and this proved yesterday we were not able to even get a win despite them being 10 men down. In terms of the midfield, we had Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, then we had Cole Palmer, Gallagher, and Mudryk. Then in terms of the forward, we had Jackson. In terms of the midfield, this is where I put Noni Madueke in place of Mudryk, and I put Gallagher in place of Enzo. I didn't think Enzo would start this game. He had not reported back till Friday, so I thought he wouldn't start, and I think he was rushed to this game. But then again, this game would have gone so much better. Now, Cole Palmer was the star in this game. He gave us 2 goals, but these 2 goals could not carry us afloat. Now, if Cole Palmer is scoring 2 goals and we have another player scoring 1 goal and another player scoring 1 goal, why will we not win our games? But we are depending too much on one player, and this is eating us up because we are not able to move forward. We are not able to be consistent. This is our problem. Now, in terms of the first half, we had our fair share of moments. Now, from the Disasi goal that was a goal and turned out to be a handball. Very interesting. I guess he was trying to do the hand of God by Maradona, but nah, not here. Not on VAR is possible. And it was on the 20th minute. I mean, we started off the game well. We started off the game in terms of possession well, of course. Then Burnley, they had their fair share of attempts, don't get me wrong. At some point, it looked like we were looking for a counter attack, but that was not the case. Now, 20 minutes in, Disasi gives us a goal that was disallowed, so we continued the game with our hopes have gone up only for it to be crushed. He had a foul to Mudryk by Lawrence Azignon, and he got a yellow card. A second yellow card. That was a red card, and Vincent Kompany also got a red card. So we had two people being sent off from Burnley, and we had our penalty. Now, Cole Palmer, a very, very, very annoying, very, very good penalty. He gave us our first goal at the 44th minute, and you think that, you know what, we'd be good. Halftime, we're 1-0 up, we're leading. We should be taking this home. We're home, we're leading. What more do we need? Now, Burnley come in with a rage in the second half, and second half was not a joke. It was not time for games. And in terms of the second half, now 47th minute, Burnley did not waste any time. We had Josh Cullen, and that goal was, oh my god, that goal was good, guys. If I see a good goal, I'll call it good. That goal was incredible. So the scores are square at 1-1, and the goal from Burnley was incredible. We had our penalty. It was not an open play goal, so I was feeling one way about it, one type of way about it, but I was like, you know what, we can still salvage this game. There's still 10 men, there's still 11 men up. Let us do something about it. But Burnley proved the challenge, proved themselves a worthy challenge, and they did not allow themselves to lose this game. This is what we call competition. Now, in terms of the second half, 78 minutes, we had a goal by Palmer and an assist by Sterling. Of course, in terms of the substitutions, we had Gallagher coming out, then Madueke coming in. Then in terms of, we also had Caicedo going out and Sterling coming in, Gusto going out, and Gilchrist coming in. So 78 minutes, we had a goal by Mudryk, we had a goal by Cole Palmer, and assist by Sterling. Then finally, at the 84th minute, 6 minutes later, now 6 minutes later, Burnley decided, you know what, yes, we're 10 men, but we can still equalize this game. We can still carry 1 point home, and this is exactly what they did with a goal from Dara and assist from Josh Cullen. That was it. That was the game. It was 2-2 draw, and that was it. So yeah, I cannot believe we actually lost this game. I feel like we could have done way better, but this is how the game actually ended. Now, in terms of how the game started, could you have started off better players? I felt like Madueke should have started this game in place of Gallagher. Then I felt like in terms of the midfield, Gallagher should have started in place of Enzo, and we should have seen what the game could have gone. In terms of the back four, Thiago Silva, if perhaps he could have started, and if the game was not going on too well, we could have replaced him. But then again, it's not a pity party here. We have games to win, and we are clearly not doing that. So let us go to match week 30 as I finish off the game. As I finish off the game, in terms of my score prediction, I predicted first half we go 2-0 up. which we were 1-0 up, which was kind of okay. But then again, we conceded all the goals in the second half, and we were not able to go any. We were in the second half. We were only able to go one more goal up, so we were 2-1 up, only for Burnley to equalize, and it ended up with a 2-2 draw. We shared points. I thought we would have won this game. I would have hoped we won this game, but we just didn't win it. So in terms of game 30, as I finish up the video, now there was some very interesting results. Very many draws were coming from the international break. I'm not shocked, but of course the funniest game was the last game. So in terms of the games, Newcastle beat West Ham with a 4-3 win. Bournemouth beat Everton with a 2-1 win. Chelsea, of course, with a draw against Burnley, 2-2 draw. 19th ranked Burnley, mind you, 19th ranked Burnley, mind you, 2-2 draw. That's all we got to show for Chelsea. Now, in terms of the other teams, we have Nottingham Forest with a 1-1 draw against Crystal Palace, Sheffield 3-3 draw against Fulham, Spurs 2-0 draw against Luton Town, Aston Villa 2-0 draw against Wolves, and finally Brentford with a 1-1 draw against Man United. Now, Man United had their goal at the 96th minute by Mason Mount. Thinking they won the game, only for Brentford to score at the 99th minute. It doesn't get any sweeter than this. I mean, yeah, I know we lost against a 10-man team, but come on, how do you guys score? How do you guys score the last goal at the dying minute, only for the other team to score the equalizing goal at the dying minute? Anyway, guys, in terms of April, our fixtures are plenty. We're going to be having a very busy month in terms of Chelsea men's club. So in terms of women's club, we have qualified for the semi-finals. We're still leading in the WSL, but in terms of the men's team, still stuck at 11th position. In terms of April, this will be our fixtures. April 4th, we go against Man United in the Premier League. April 7th, we go against Sheffield. April 15th, we go against Everton. Now we shift gears to FA Cup, now where we'll be facing Man City on the 20th of April. On the 22nd, we go back to the Premier League facing Arsenal, and then on the 27th of April, we face Aston Villa. So those will be our fixtures. So if you're new once again, that was my video. That was match week 30, and that was what happened in terms of Chelsea. Very underwhelming results, not consistent enough. Cole Palmer will not be carrying us on his back throughout the whole season. He will eventually get tired, and eventually they will find our trick. They will find out our trick. It will be discovered sooner or later. So it's not all about Cole Palmer, but right now it's all about Cole Palmer, and we need to take notes from Cole Palmer. We're just relying on individual brilliance at this point, and it's safe to say that we have just let go of the team mentality, and we just want to focus on individual brilliance. So yeah, so it is what it is. And if you're new to the channel, please like the video, share it with your family and friends. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the post notification bell. You'll be notified every time I upload a video. Welcome to all the new subscribers. We are almost getting to 1,000 subscribers, so I cannot wait to get there. Once again, if you're new, like the video, and I'll be seeing you in my next video. Bye, guys.